So with musicians and artists, when we go about starting our brand and building a following, oftentimes it starts with us looking at other people that do what we do, whether they be musicians, singers, what have you. And we'll check them out on social media, and we'll see that they have like substantial numbers following them. It might be an artist that we like, and they could have 100,000 fans on their Facebook page. And we'll see that and be like, man, I like his music, and I make something that's kind of like that. I'm sure there's 100,000 people that would like what I do if I could just get started and get something going. And we're looking at that 100,000 people as a count of that person's actual true fans. And that's a little bit misguided when we look at it that way. If you want to measure your fan base, in my opinion, the only way you can tell who your real fans are is going by the number of people that when you send out an email blast, the number of people that open that email, those are your fans. And that number is going to be way smaller than what your social media numbers are. It doesn't mean your social media numbers are useless and they don't have a meaning, but it's not a record of your fan base. Your fan base is going to be the people who are on your list, who regularly open your emails when you send them out. And why I say that is because your email list, and if you don't have one, you absolutely need one. That's like step one, is you need to have an email list. But your email list, that's people's most guarded space, is their email account when it comes to their interactions with people online. Facebook, YouTube, it's nothing to just hit a button and subscribe to something or just hit the like button. Okay, now I just barely tapped the button as I was scrolling through something, so now I'm a fan. Like that's not a measure of being a fan. That's minimal effort. But when you look at an email, somebody has to actually make a conscious decision to type their email and send it to you in whatever platform you use to collect emails. And they're giving you a bit of their personal information. They don't know what you're going to do with their email address. They don't know if you're going to spam them. They don't know if you're going to take their email address and sell it to a third party. So they have to have a bit of confidence and trust in you before they will submit their email address to you. So just by people taking that step, that's letting you know that this person is somebody that's rocking with me. They got some confidence in what I'm saying. They trust what I'm going to do with this email address once I have it. And then even further than that, just giving you an email address is one thing. Actually opening your emails, that's another ball game. So you may have people that are not as reserved when it comes to giving out their email address, but they don't check their email anyway. So it's like, here, you can have my email. I don't even use that email account no more. So when you have people that actually give you their email address, and when they get a message from you, they're interested enough in what you have to say to actually open the email and possibly respond, that shows you that that person is somebody that is really down for what you have to say, and they're into the music that you make, and they're going to likely be a supporter of you financially. But as far as like your social media numbers, they're not a record of your fan base. That's by no means. But they do have two purposes. One, it's social proof. When you go out to present your brand, say like if you want to play at a club in a certain city, or you're trying to win other people over to your brand to potentially be a supporter, when they can look at your Facebook page or YouTube and say, oh man, you got like tens of thousands of people that are liking your page or to subscribe to you on YouTube, that's a better look than having nobody. So that shows that at least you're doing something that somebody has responded positively to. It's a record of positive reactions that you've gotten for what you can do. Also, those numbers, they basically give you, especially on Facebook, because of the way their advertising platform is set up, your fan page likes, that kind of gives you a pool of people who could potentially be your fans. So it kind of helps you, because there's like billions of people on I forget the exact number, but it's well over a billion people on Facebook right now. So the people that actually like your page, that gives you a pool of people to say, okay, it's people in this circle that I am most likely to be able to convert to being a fan and being somebody that buys my music, comes to my concert, will buy my merch, will recommend me to other people. So they're not those numbers aren't your fans, but they do give you social proof. They offer you a little bit of legitimacy if you have a substantial number, and they give you a pool of people that you can market to potentially become fans. But when you want to know your real fan base, it's the people that are on your email list who open your emails. So, and like I said, that number is going to be a lot smaller than your social media numbers because email is such a guarded space for people. So, yeah, but that's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, y'all.